Thai Oil, the country's largest refiner, is considering investing up to $2 billion under its 5-year plan if it can acquire new assets by mergers and acquisitions and set up new businesses in Southeast Asia and China. Surong Bulakul, President and Chief Executive Officer, said yesterday that the company has set 3 scenarios for its rolling 5-year investment plan. In the base case scenario, it will spend $1.3 billion on refinery infrastructure and general production improvements. The medium case scenario calls for a budget of $1.5 billion in case Thai Oil, along with PTT Group, has an opportunity to invest in refineries and downstream industries in this region. If the company can win mergers and acquisitions or M&A deals, it will be able to invest as much as $2 billion. He said Thai Oil and PTT Group were looking at investment possibilities in Indonesia, Myanmar, Vietnam, and China. In Indonesia, Thai Oil is considering investment in specialized products such as wax. The investment would likely be made in cooperation with Pertamina, Indonesia's largest energy company. In Myanmar, investment opportunities are being explored under PTT Group, which has set up a task force for that purpose. Investment in Myanmar may be in the form of a refinery and downstream business such as retail. Thai Oil's business in Vietnam and Indonesia will be focused on marketing, not investing in new facilities. It is marketing solvents in Vietnam and will continue strengthening its business there. The opportunity for the company in China is downstream, as it is looking to market lubricants in that country. He said that the company was also looking for opportunities to acquire new assets, particularly in Europe, which now has liquidity problems. Thai Oil's target in Europe is family businesses, both mid and downstream. It needs European partners to expand its business in this region.
Analysts have said they expect capital inflows to subside, which will bring down the Stock Exchange of Thailand as well as weakening the Thai baht. The SET index is expected to slide further next week after a sell-off by investors over the past 2 days. The index closed down 15.68 points at 1,182.41 yesterday. The slide was a market correction as share prices are relatively high, said Theersak Thamviratiratham, Director for Securities Analysts at Asia Plus Securities Co. The price-earnings ratio is currently 14.7 times, which is relatively high, he said. Theersak said the market has seen sideways movement around the 1,200-point level since mid-March. Investors worldwide sold stocks over the past few days on concerns about public debt in Europe as Spain failed to raise funds as planned. Investors were also upset by indications from the U.S. Federal Reserve that no more money would be injected into the economy under the quantitative easing scheme. These factors have sparked selling in the Thai bourse as well. Theersak said the market was previously driven largely by capital inflows and that inflow is likely to be very limited from now on. He suggested investors reduce their stock holdings to 40% of their portfolio, as well as investors should hold automobile, industrial park, property fund, and food stocks. The baht will hover around the 31 per dollar after weakening since early March. He said it might not reach 32. Finance Minister Kitirat Naranong earlier said the government wanted the baht to weaken, while the Bank of Thailand Governor Prasan Trairatwarakul said he preferred the market mechanism to determine the currency's level rather than intervention by authorities.
The Information and Communication Technology Ministry has delayed the signing of a contract to purchase Chinese tablet computers for first-grade students until Tuesday, after the Chinese company failed to produce a guarantee from the Bank of China by yesterday. ICT Minister Anudit Nakhon said both sides needed to have all the required documents ready before the deal can be signed, and the Thai side was ready. The ministry informed the Chinese supplier in the afternoon that the Office of the Attorney General had just finished its review of the contract and asked the company to prepare the documents to complete the deal. He said, however, the Chinese manufacturer could not get a standby guarantee for 5% of the project value by the deadline. He added the 1.9 billion baht project has proceeded in strict compliance with all laws and regulations. The one tablet per child policy was a hallmark of the Pheu Thai party's winning election campaign. The ruling party has been determined to push the project through despite words of caution from many sides regarding not only the cost of the program, but the possibility that the devices will be used inappropriately. The project will distribute 900,000 tablets from the Chinese supplier to first-grade students. All of the tablets should be delivered by July, with the first batch of about 2,000 to reach teachers early next month. Yet he declined to give more details of the devices pending the sealing of the deal.
The anti-graft panel probing the CAT Telecom and True 3G contracts has postponed its conclusion after their legality from yesterday to April the 23rd. Methi Krongkeo, chairman of the investigation committee under the National Anti-Corruption Commission, or NACC, said some panel members need 2 more weeks to scrutinize the deals, especially in regards to the Public-Private Joint Venture Act. The panel also needs to ask the Finance Ministry if the deal complies with the Act and to ask the National Broadcasting and Telecommunications, or NBTC, if the deal breached the Frequency Allocation Act. Another committee, set up by the Information and Communications Technology Ministry, recently found 5 irregularities in the making of the deals. It forwarded its report to the NACC for further inquiry, which also had its committee probe the deals. Earlier, the Senate Good Governance and Anti-Corruption Committee resolved that the deals appear to violate the Frequency Allocation Act. The NBTC has to set up its own panel to probe the deals, but the panel has yet to convene on the matter. CAT CEO Gitisak Sriprasert said the case should be made clear as soon as possible so that CAT knows how to proceed. The deals signed by CAT and True subsidiaries Real Move and Real Future in January last year have drawn the scrutiny of many authorities over the legal status. Under the deals, CAT wholesaled its 3G bandwidth to Real Move, which provides the service under the True Move H brand. CAT also offers a 3G retail service on a post-paid basis under its own My brand, which now has 15,000 customers. This week, CAT's labor union circulated open letters to staff and ICT Minister Anudit Nakhon saying the deals were made in accordance with laws and regulations. True executives have also reaffirmed that the deals followed all laws and regulations.